Hello, that was awful. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Laura. If you're not new here, welcome back. Today I want to share with you my beyond random favorites of 2024, and that's not an exaggeration. This is as random can be. I will link anything I can in the description box down below if you're interested. If you'd like to see a flops of 2024, let me know. I'm quite a careful shopper, thus there won't be too many things that really let me down, but do let me know if you'd like to see that, because there definitely have been some fails. I happen to be wearing one of them right now.
Not me sitting here editing this video, almost finished, and realizing I forgot to share my actual #1 recommendation for 2024. If you follow me on Instagram or even on TikTok, this will come as no surprise to you. I have found the best dog walking boots of all time. Are they Wellington boots? Kind of. Are they hiking boots? Kind of. Do they feel like slippers? Kind of. Are they pocket friendly? Yes. So if you schlep around like I do, love that word, very onomatopoeic, but if you spend time stomping through muddy puddles or through wet grass, you need these boots. And they feel almost like slippers on because they have a fleece lining. 10 out of 10 recommend to a friend.
It's funny to say this now. I started uploading like 12-13 years ago on YouTube and then created other social media pages on other platforms, and my content was all about beauty. It's much less that these days and more about like lifestyle and home, and just with the natural progression of, I guess, life and getting older. All that to say, I'm only sharing 2 beauty products with you today. If you follow me on Instagram, this will come as no surprise. This lip balm was introduced to me about a month ago and it is quite literally life-changing. I actually, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, I think I have an addiction to lip balm. Does anyone else feel me on this? If I don't have a lip balm to hand, I kind of panic a little bit. Not panic attack, but I will kind of freak out a little bit. The feeling of dry lips is just so triggering to me. Same as dry hands. If I've washed my hands, I need to put some sort of moisture back on them. It's a sensory thing. I'm constantly trying new lip balms. A lot of them are really shite, but this one's really good. So my sister was opening a PR package from Essence Cosmetics and I happened to be there, and she's not a big lip balm person, so she kind of tossed this my direction and was like, you might like this, and I genuinely scoffed and was like, what the fuck could Essence know about lip balms? Eating my words now, aren't I? It's the best lip balm treatment I've ever tried. It's really thick but not sticky. It took my cracked, dry, to the point of almost bleeding lips and turned them back to healthy, luscious lips within like a day and a half. 10 out of 10. First one was gifted to my sister by Essence and then gifted to me, and I've since bought more. They're $3.75. You get them at any Essence stand. I picked this up in pennies and I gave one away as a Christmas present to someone else I know who loves lip products. So if you're a lip balm fiend like me, definitely give this a shot and let me know what you think, either via Instagram or in the comments, please. Second beauty product, again, something I scoffed at that really surprised me. This is the Naked Glow Ultra Glow Essence Toner. So you know that Hailey Bieber brand, and it has this stuff that you kind of press into your face. I don't know the name of it. And I know Poco Beauty have their, is it plumping water? I feel like this is that. And I thought this was such a gimmick at the start. It is 100% not a gimmick. So what I do to not waste it, because you know I'm anti-waste, after cleansing my skin and patting my skin dry, I will take a few drops of this in the palm of my hand, press my hands together and press it into the skin. And it just makes my face feel hydrated, plumped, smooth, to the point where I can actually skip moisturizer and go straight to makeup. I love it. Clearly you can tell I love this stuff. It's an Irish brand. It's really nicely priced. I follow the owner online. She seems really nice, and she flies to Korea every year to get the most forward advanced skincare in her products, and I can tell. I don't really tan much these days. Her fake tan is one of the best I've ever tried as well. Her lip treatment is really good. She just doesn't seem to bring out bad products, so well done, Kimberly. I'm a little hesitant to share this one because I'm not exactly a walking advertisement for it, but my hair journey this year. So you might not know this, but I have a really testy, sensitive, itchy scalp. If I use the wrong product on it, my scalp will let me know more or less immediately. Itchy, flaky. It's almost like I have scalp acne, or like a scalp acne, psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, I don't know how to pronounce that, hybrid. And if she's unhappy, she will let me know. I availed of treatments twice this year in the Wig and Scalp Clinic in Sarah Lyons Hair and Beauty in Meath, and that was amazing. So that's where they examine your scalp under a microscope, put on treatments, massage it in. They just do the whole shebang. It's a 60-minute treatment and it's just so good. It feels amazing, the experience is beautiful, and it's also good for your scalp. So actually that's kind of a recommendation. But for more home care, I'm a Kevin Murphy girl through and through. I was flown to London on a brand trip with these, I think in 2018, and they kind of prescribed me this shampoo having looked at my scalp. It's the Hydrate Me Wash. Have loved this for years, so I've been using it consistently from 2018 to about 3 months ago. National Beauty sent me the Kevin Murphy Blow Dry range, and I first saw this, I was like, no, not straying from Hydrate Me. And if you have a sensitive scalp that gets angry when you make a switch, you'll know why I was hesitant to try this. But this had run out, I had nothing else, so I said I'll give it a shot. So there actually is a downside to this, which I'll share in a second. First of all, my scalp likes it. Second of all, this is my hair having been blasted dry yesterday. I mean, there was no rhyme or reason, no strategy used, and I think it looks pretty okay. Granted, I do have tons of hair, so I don't necessarily know if it gives much volume, but I'm really happy with how my hair blow dries using this range. The downside, I do have to shampoo my hair a day earlier than I usually would, but honestly, worth it. So speaking of blow drying my hair, that's something I have introduced consistently into my scalp hair care routine this year. I was always so lazy. I loved an air dry moment, but then I learned about how if you've really thick hair, naturally underneath here will stay wet a lot longer, and that can give like breeding grounds for yeast and bacteria and fungus, and honestly it just freaked me out. Now almost every time I wash my hair I will blow dry it. Now this blow dryer, it's been through it. The wire is starting to expose, this kind of fell off, but I've had this blow dryer since 2012. Do I have any intention of getting a new one until this falls apart? No. I think it's a great blow dryer, and I guess the learning moment is here. Your old blow dryer is absolutely grand. As I said, I've had this, I got this for Christmas in 2012, so that would mean I have it 13 years. And I love it. Let's talk pajamas. If you saw my Christmas haul, you'll know how much I love these pajamas. I call these the 17 euro pennies pajamas because they are 17 euro from Pennies. And honestly, I felt like that was kind of a preposterous price point. Pennies has gone expensive lately. And let's face it, those price increases, it's not going to go in pay rises to people who make these clothes. But I love these pajamas. This is the set I got for Christmas because I have the green already and I wore these ones last night, hence why they're all discombobulated. I have the grey set and I rotate through them constantly, and there's been a couple of points where both sets have been in the wash, so now I have a third, so that's great. Okay, let's talk about something technology related. I use my laptop quite a lot, and I did find my posture was becoming a bit witchy, so I introduced an external Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. I spilled coffee on the keyboard and it's ruined. Still use the mouse. I do need to get a separate keyboard because it definitely does help. These are not that expensive. I'll link them down below if you're interested. When I go to use the mouse pad now on my MacBook, I'm like, oh, this feels really, really weird. I'm so used to using the mouse, but yeah. A book. This is by an Irish author called Conor Creighton, and it's called This Is It. Now, this is about the magic of meditation and how actually life-changing it is. It's a really quick read. The pages are small, the text is a nice size. You will absolutely fly through this, and I definitely feel like you could take away 10 to 15 little golden nuggets from this that you can bring through your everyday life to improve your life. I've definitely moved away from self-help. I'm more into fiction these days, and I'll talk about that in a second, but this is a really good, kind of in the self-help genre. I feel like everyone could take a little something away from this. This is my library copy, by the way, so it isn't available in the library. When it comes to fiction, books are so subjective. One of my favorite books I've ever read, equal parts heartbreaking and laugh out loud funny, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. Best book I've ever read. So funny. And if you enjoyed that book, you will also, I think, love the Rosie trilogy. So there's the Rosie Project, the Rosie, if you Google it, you'll find it, but it's similar. So if you liked Eleanor Oliphant, I recommend the Rosie Project and the other books in that. I think it's a trilogy. Again, Google will be your friend here. Such good books. Okay, lastly, this is so random. I love tea. I love coffee. I drink plant milks. This is the best oat milk I've ever tried. So this is the no sugar oat milk, and you get this from Lidl. This is the best oat milk I've ever tried. It's really mild. My least favorite oat milk is this one here. It's the Tesco own brand. I think there's an awful chemically taste off it, and then the aftertaste is really like porridgey. And I know it's oat milk, so you kind of expect that. This is such a mild, inoffensive milk. I think anyone would actually quite enjoy this in their tea or their coffee, and it's reasonably priced too. So love that. I did say this was going to be random, and random it is. So tell me this. What is something uber random that's a favorite of yours for this past year? Let me know in the comments below. The more random, the better. Hello. That's it. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon. Bye.